So in our previous video, we talked about the Redmi K70E, which has the new MediaTek Dimensity 8300 chipset. We talked about the benchmark scores of that chipset and some other specifications that were shared by the company itself. Well, today the company gave us our first official look at its flagship, the Redmi K70 Pro. This is the successor to the Redmi K60 Pro, which featured the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset, a Quad HD Plus display, 30-watt wireless charging, and a 5000 mAh battery. All of this at a price equivalent to less than $500. So speaking of the Redmi K70 Pro, this is how the phone looks like, and as we can see, the back design is completely new this time. The camera module now goes from one side to the other, and it is a transparent piece of glass, so it matches the color of the back. There are 3 cameras and an LED flash, each placed inside a separate circular housing. Now if you ask me, I will definitely pick this camera module design over what we saw on the Redmi K60 Pro last year. Now it would have looked cleaner if there was no text on this camera module, but well, as always, there is some text. The text on the top says 50 megapixel OIS and the one on the bottom says 2x optical. So it means there is a 50 megapixel sensor for the primary camera with OIS, and the phone also has a telephoto camera with 2x optical zoom. Now this is an upgrade because the Redmi K60 Pro had a 2 megapixel macro camera. There is a shiny and flat metal frame, and on the front we have that flat display with a hole punch cutout in the middle. The company says that the width of the phone is reduced from last year to 74.9mm so that the phone is easier to use with one hand. And well, that is the design of the Redmi K70 Pro. Now the company has not shared all the specifications, but all that we know so far is that the phone has the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset and a 6.67-inch Quad HD Plus display. As per one leak, apart from black and white, there are 2 more color options, blue and purple. The phone will also have up to 24GB RAM and 1TB storage. Finally, speaking of the expected starting price, the Redmi K70 Pro is reportedly launching at 3299 yuan, which, if true, is the same price at which the Redmi K60 Pro was launched. As far as the global launch is considered, it is hard to say whether the K70 Pro will launch globally because the Redmi K60 Pro did not launch outside the Chinese market last year. Only the K60 was launched, and that too as the Poco F5 Pro. Anyways, what do you think of the design of the Redmi K70 Pro? Do let me know via the comment section below, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.